Inferno, where that will be the map 3 showdown between DenDD and Publiclir. So interesting matches, I think, throughout the entirety of today's games, starting with Empire, Hellraisers, now with DenDD and Publiclir. Some strange rounds have certainly happened, Metuz.
They definitely have, especially in that first best of 3 where Hellraisers got took to their limits by Empire, a team that no one really put any hope into. And Publiclir, who coming into this game only had 36% on CSGO Lounge and narrowly lost the first map, but then wrecked the second one. So Inferno, though, for me is a difficult map to call. Joey, we kind of discussed this just before we went live. It's not a map that either of these are particularly known for, and not a map that they've got great results on. So I think it's a map, to be honest, they're both pretty poor on overall.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what to expect from
both of
this.
them had results in the last 3 months of online matches, losing to seemingly nobodies. One losing to a German team, another losing to a Norwegian team. Who knows? But look at this! Those sick USP one-taps come up from Boiler. 3 headshots just like that from Benji. Even though Maxi will be able to plant the bomb. Headshot got himself a headshot. And now 2 on 4 alone in the pit. He'll get one more, but it will be DenDD to win the pistol.
Yeah, all things considered, not too bad for Publiclir after like a sick triple headshot from the USP from, I believe it was Benji? I'm not entirely sure. I think it was just out of apps as they tried to waterfall through onto the site. So not a terrible round for Publiclir. Now we saw before that DenDD lost the pistol round, but they got the bomb plant and still went for the force buy. So I'm curious to see if Publiclir are going to follow suit here with theirs. I feel on Inferno, AKs with smokes are probably more what you'd be aiming for, but proving me completely wrong. They go for the Tech 9's UMP and Galil. Going to try and break the economy. 5 UMPs for DenDD, though. What the actual hell?
I love it. I've not seen this before.
Same, not 5. You're expecting at least a couple of FAMASs or maybe an M4 thrown in the mix, but just straight up UMP SMGs.
Oh, Robin will be able to come away with 2 quick kills, but Publiclir does strike back. They went in for a very, very heavy bind and then try to push the smoke to make the play. Surprised he's pushing the smoke. It did seem like, oh wow, Zenda lucky to come away with 1 more. It seemed like bullets were being spammed back through that smoke, and he still decides to push it. It may not matter in the end. HS is there with the 3K, but Zenda comes out with his second frag, and that will be the last man standing. So DenDD to take the second round, but what a strange one.
Confusions across the board. One, I thought Publiclir would not pull the trigger just yet and go for AKs in this round. Secondly, 5 UMPs for DenDD. I thought there may be an inclination from Publiclir to go for another force by realizing they took so many weapons away from DenDD, like 4 in total, but they were all UMPs and not quite as costly as a FAMAS or an M4 would be. Nades raining down through mid onto T-Steps, and now Zenda who opens up. Robin with a very aggressive push, and it's just complete slaughter, bloodbath for Publiclir. All on Maxi with the P250, hiding in the tunnel, and wow, just wrecked in the face. Easy peasy.
Yeah, he was actually... No, he wasn't quite under the wooden board. Sometimes they'll show up on radar if they're just underneath the wood, but I'm sure at that point they're like, everyone was down here, we've pushed everything, probably just hiding out in the little tunnel. So a quick little pre-fire. Publiclir don't get much done on that round, but now able to buy up into AKs. Somewhat limited on utility, but they are still going up against 2 UMPs there on Berg and Zenda. Op does make an appearance here into the first rifle round on Benji, however, and that could prove dangerous. First shot is missed, though.
Certainly is. Benji will be disappointed with that. Flick shot not quite connecting. 2 UMPs, both of them in Banana as well. So playing fairly aggressively, halfway down Banana. Obviously went for the Banana control with the smokes. And now Zenda's backing away. That leaves just Berg by himself with the UMP. This is so dangerous. If the T's were to wrap themselves back round onto the B side, which is very possible when you've got 1 minute and 5 or thereabouts to play with, Zenda could be a dead man. But the fact that Sight has picked up the first kill and broken the deadlock here in round 4 does give DenDD a pretty solid position. Molotov connects, and now the terrorist's going to scamper back away. Still, though, it's just Berg on B. I don't know. This feels so dangerous to me from the T's perspective.
Looks like they want to wrap CT. You still have Fates down there at T stairs. They're going to try to take control of this, but that's the bomb that's dropped. They're going to have to go back for it. HS is killing as he tries to scoop it up. Dominate has it. Now he's been dropped. And it was Fates that was the T stairs player that was going to maybe make his way up Banana. And yeah, man, they get completely stopped going through halls. They try to fall back and split over to B through Arch, but that was completely locked down. And at that point, they had no utility to do anything about it.
It just surprises me somewhat that when you lose the first player and you're all stacked around apps, why no one would try and scout out the B side or you try and use time to your advantage. As they pushed through onto Arches, they still had a fair chunk of time to play with. I don't know, it just seemed like they ran out of ideas there, a bit uninspired from Publiclir.
Chat's actually saying they had a smoke, which now that blows my mind. Like, if they smoked Moto, they probably won the round with that split.
Yep. Not sure what to make of it, to be honest. But Publiclir, either way, whichever way you cook it down, they are getting wrecked, and it's about to go 5-0. It is a CT-sided map, of course, but this is a pretty dominant start from DenDD. The last 2 rounds, last 3 rounds, actually, they have not lost a single player. So their economy, 14k on Zender right now. The rest of the team around 6k, with Berg on 9.4. So they are about as rich as you could hope for.
Yeah, and I mean, the map is really only extremely CT-sided when you have good money and you have all of the smokes, flashes, incendiaries to block off the choke points. And well, as you look at that, the Law is going to go out very, very quickly, get a first opening pick. Although it will be traded back as he goes in for more, getting a little bit greedy. Maybe trying to stand up a little too tall, make too big of a play, gets chopped down.
Yeah, I feel the opening pick there is good enough. There's no reason to go looking again, because if you die, then you just throw away that advantage that you've given yourself. So it was a bit of a head-scratching moment, but if Quicks continues to land these entries, which is exactly what he's done, charging out of apps, it simply doesn't matter. And suddenly 4 become 1. Sipe on the B side by himself, has to try and get some serious work done. As I mentioned before, though, pretty solid economy. He may think about saving this, but even if he doesn't, it's no huge deal. Publiclir, though, welcome to the scoreboard. Convincing round. After I do feel, again, I'll stand by what I said. I think Maxi made a mistake. By the way, 2 AWPs on T side of Inferno.
Yep. I was going to get there.
Personally.
Like, very rarely will you even see anyone use an op, but I understand the adjustment to have the op in the last round, right? The Law goes into the first rifle round, they have no success, so the Law or Maxi, whatever you want to call him, pulls it out there, finds that opening kill. But to have 2
T-side,
yeah,
that's insane.
That's going to slow things down so much. And oh, that shot actually might not have even been aimed at HS. I think he shot at the op barrel, hit the player behind the other guy. And now things at top mid have fallen completely apart for Publiclir. Bruised and battered, Dominate down at 14 HP, and they're at a man disadvantage here. DenDD with 3 healthy players, all with utility and kits left.
Yeah, typically Inferno's the kind of map from a T side that you wait, you bide your time, and then you explode. Like, you all push together as a set play. Having an AWP, like 1 AWP, means you have to be more pick-centric. Having 2, whereas a map like Dust 2, completely fine and viable, Inferno does not support that kind of play. And you're seeing here that DenDD just sat in mid, the AWP got the first pick, and then from there on out, Publiclir didn't have the teeth in which to bite back. And now Fates has to pull off the sick 1 versus 3, and he's not going to get anything done. So I do feel like we called it at the start, but I'll stick by that. 2 AWPs on T side, not fantastic. You're hoping on mistakes from the CT side more than making sick plays for yourself, if that makes sense. Like, you're hoping if someone peeks too far, or someone does something dumb. Well, you can capitalize on it.
I mean, DenDD was playing pretty aggressive, pushing everything in those earlier rounds. Some of the anti-ecos, even one of the rifles. So maybe they were trying to be like, all right, they're going to push everything. DenDD is very confident with the lead they've put up, so we'll pull out the 2 ops and we'll just watch things. But that wasn't really even the case, was it? They just went up middle. I think they had the other op watching Banana and 1 op trying to pick on porch side, and it just got completely shut down right away. And here's another op kill, but this time for the CT side. It's Benji to bring down Fates. Publiclir have spent a lot of money into this round.
Yep, they pretty much put their savings into this round. As you can see, highlighted from the fact that Quicks only has a Tech 9. There was another AK, I believe, in Arches, yeah, where HS is right now, so he can put his hands on that one soon and have another assault rifle to play with. In fact, it was a Galil, pardon me. But still, if they can put that to use on the B side, and this one will get planted, and maybe that's the long comeback that Publiclir are hoping for.
HS.
I don't know, that double up setup was almost like desperation to me.
Yeah.
Like they're really not comfortable on this map. Double Molotovs, though. A lot of utility was expended from DenDD to stop the initial charge.
Still, they have
and then
quite a
Domin
bit.
just goes out by himself. How does he get that kill? They had a player on arches as well. Benji misses a sitter of a shot.
I think the Arches player might have started to move as some smoke started trickling in over into B a little bit later on, but that was just to sell a fake back over to the A site because that's where a pick came out. And I'd really, really like HS to have given Quicks the AK. Like, I understand HS, you're low HP, just take this Galil, run out first and die, whatever, but make sure the player with health, who is Quicks, who is lurking over in B, trying to sell a fake, has now gone down, and the round is quickly unraveling as DenDD pulling at the thread. And HS still fighting back. Actually got 2 kills right there. The man with 7 HP left in a 1 versus 2. 5 seconds up. Gets the bomb down behind that spam box, and luckily isn't spammed.
Yeah, there's just no hope. At the end there, flashbang connects. Robin realizes, oh, I actually got the kill, so let's go through and defuse that site. And then DD, 7-1 now. Publiclir looking out of options. Gotta say as well, Benji's had a fairly poor best of 3, I think it's safe to say so far, but he's 14-5 right now. He is a different level for DenDD.
A new level, perhaps? Bring in the Pantera reference.
Damn, Pantera sick band.
Yeah, I figured you'd get it, but I spelled it out anyways.
Vulgar Display of Power, right? From that album, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like the first song, actually.
Yep.
Or second, maybe.
That's going to be lost to most people who are like dubstep fanatics in chat.
Dude.
If anyone knows Pantera, you have my eternal love.
I think dubstep makes you move your head. Try listening to Pantera.
Yep.
Freaking knock yourself out if you're not too careful. I've hit my head on things, which could possibly explain my commentating. But, yeah, just locking it down. Tech 9, no armor on some people, armor on others. Didn't really make a difference.
Oh, it's just getting a bit demoralizing for Publiclir now. Yeah, fair enough, it was an eco, but the rifle rounds haven't gone that much better for them, in fairness. Full AK-47s, they're going to be coming up. And what's the play? We haven't really seen too many fakes. We haven't seen too many set plays either, just onto B, really, and that's been easily vanquished from DenDD. I like to see some fakes here. I feel like DenDD are very quick to react from their B side onto mid and A. Look at this super aggression from DenDD, just push right down mid from benches. Ender gets one before being traded out. Publiclir have no idea how to deal with this right now. They can't take it.
Oh, now the aggression is maybe starting to backfire as the trades have gone actually somewhat unevenly, and that has allowed Publiclir, who went down a man early, to have evened it up into a 2-on-2. Still, it will not be easy from this situation, but Publiclir have gotten to a spot where they can now just stick together, use the buddy system, or try to take these battles separately. Sipe is going to fall back. I think they know they've done some damage, so both players for Publiclir are going to head over and try to clear out everything. But now time being bought, Sipe will drop a smoke, and they're going the other way. Rotation, though, was not had. It is Benji, man. He's been electric so far here on the server for map 3. And he's going to miss that first shot. Caster's Curse coming out, but he's still able to retreat into safety. And, man, these hops. But he pulls out the 5-7, close and personal right now, expecting the wrap on the box, so he looks the wrong way. Dominate's able to get the kill, third on the round. And now it's Sip coming over from Moto, but running in with a fire out. Rip the chicken, fried chicken.
2 rounds for Publiclir. Finally, they have doubled their round score. Can they keep it going forward? DenDD has started to dip into their back pocket. Their economy started to run a little bit dry now. This is Publiclir's chance. With Inferno, you always feel if a team can get 4 or 5 rounds minimum, then there's the chance, there's a hope for them to bring it back. Now, Publiclir only halfway there. Maybe they can still pull this back, and their CT side is going to be pretty solid. Or maybe Benji's just going to step it up once again. He's 19 for 6 right now. 19 for 6. Jesus, this guy. His back must be sore right now, Joe. He's carrying so ridiculously hard.
He'll get a massage after from the team.
Will I have a happy ending, though?
I don't know. Maybe it depends on how Inferno plays out. seeming poised for the lead right now. But again, on that CT side, still always a chance for Publiclir to grind out 2 or 3 more rounds, 11-4, 10-5 half. I mean, it is doable if you get that pistol moving in when you with a side switch. But still, everything looking to go DenDD's way. 4-on-2 situation for him here. Sipe gonna drop the Molotov in time. Flash will go down. He's able to get one over the ledge. A headshot onto HS. Fate's planting the bomb, so more money in the bank for the terrorists, but another round for the CTs.
Rip economy, rip the dream. That bomb planted it is going to afford them a little bit more, but it's still 2,000 to 3,000 really. Maybe Tech 9 Kevlars is the order of play here. I feel like forcing would be a massive mistake right now for Publiclir. So yeah, it's like Tech 9, kind of half buy, get them AKs in the next round, see if they can get something done. DenDD's economy still isn't great, so if they lose 2 or 3 players, like they're still going to be suffering themselves, but in terms of weaponry, you're seeing the massive equipment value difference at the top, like 26k difference.
Yeah. I mean, a little blown out of proportion just because weapons cost different amounts, but either way, it's a lot. And Publiclir, did they even out the money, or what did they even do here? Yeah, oh, not really, because they just got reset. They buy down to 2k, but that's like a good place if you have max loss bonus. They do not. They've got 1 round loss bonus. This will make 2, as they actually are being somewhat deadly. It doesn't look like they're going to manage a plant, though. Bomb's gone down on the site, and these players are in pit and apartments respectively, so it's going to be hard to close that distance, especially when you've got Berg standing on the site. It is pretty low, but with the Glock, it won't be easy. M4 from Fates might be a different story.
Yeah, CTs really just have to bide their time, force the terrorists into a disadvantageous position. And Fates, the only reason he was keeping his M4 for as long as he has is because he's the only player out of the 2 that has the Kevlar.
Oh.
But there's the grenade! Serious damage, about 100 in total. It wipes out the rest of Fates and wrecks onto Maxi as well. Very nicely placed grenade. And DenDD have squashed the resistance. And as he called before, economy's not in a great position, but they can force up here and get AKs. Not going to be a huge amount of smokes, but enough to work with. For me, Publiclir have to win the rest of these rounds, or I just can't see them getting anything done.
I would completely agree to that.
In actual fact, Joey, I thought they'd have a couple smokes. They've only got 1, which on Inferno is pretty significant.
Also, can I point out, Maxi, the Law, only has 1 kill.
Oh,
and
geez,
I think, though, that 1 kill was when he opened up around with that op, and then they actually did win it. He opened up with the op, then went for the repeat and died, so his 1 kill got him around, started off, but overall it's gone terribly for Publiclir here on this T side, unable to do anything, looking like they're just trying to pug through it. I mean, in all likelihood, like there is a pretty good chance that it might just be the same thing when they flip sides.
True. Yeah, DenDD aren't the greatest Inferno team, so that's kind of why I was saying they need 4 or 5 rounds on the T side here, and they could still have a chance. Like, I'm not sure how DenDD are going to be approaching into this one either.
You don't want to leave it all down to the pistol. Like, if it goes 14-2...
Exactly. Yeah,
14-2,
exactly,
that's not possible. If it goes 13-2, you're in trouble.
It does seem like, you said kind of pugging their way through. That actually is quite an accurate depiction of how I see this from Publiclir, their T side so far. It doesn't seem that cohesive to me. It's just a case of players kind of doing their own thing. We haven't really seen fakes. We haven't really seen them make the most of their opportunities.
Well, it's hard to fake when you haven't had a successful take onto a site once.
Yep. Oh my goodness, that grenade though. Right in the face. Woes continued 1 for 14 now.
Quicks. He's got this.
I mean, he's got the element of surprise because no one's going to expect that he's behind them.
I spotted.
Okay, rip.
I don't think his nuclear threat is going to be much of a threat.
Anticlimactic end so far to this best of 3. After a sick first map. Very one-sided display from DenDD, Publiclir. Come on. I believe in you, Maxi. Double those kills. Come on, let's do it.
I mean, he could do... With 1 kill, you can do a lot of math, right? He could get 5...
I thought you said meth at first.
Or meth.
A lot of meth. I was like, what?
We have people smoking crack in the first series. I mean, why not pull out some even more intense drugs? Oh, man, that could have been so many kills on one bullet. He almost brought down 3 with just one up bullet. And now Ridman set up Sipe. I actually like Ridman better. It's pretty tight. He's got a cool last name. Just drop that last name as the handle. It's pretty badass.
Yeah. Well, 13-2. The nightmare has become a reality. And now, I'm not even thinking, like, can Public win this? I'm thinking, can Maxi get more than 1 kill on this entire map? That's where my goals are right now. I believe in you, Maxi. He had pretty solid Mirage and Cash performance. I just don't know what's happened here. I suppose he is typically AWPing for Publicler. And T-side AWPing
it's
is
not a good
always
spot.
a struggle. But even still, like 1 for 15.
That's why you should use 2 ops on T-side Inferno, right?
Yeah. That was still a head-scratching moment for me.
I think it was like they were feeling it. They were feeling themselves. They won that round. They're like, woo, let's go. And they picked up an op from the other team. But like, why not? Let's just use them both. But not wanting to rebuy, maybe thinking they could save some money. But in the end, I think it really cost them.
I feel like very few teams and very few players can get away with double AWPs on T-side of Inferno. I think most people would just be like, nope, don't want the second AWP. Stick with the AKs. Either way, though, it looks like we are just about to get underway in the second half of this final map. And then tomorrow, Joey, are we also casting both best of threes?
I don't know, but why is Robin calling us out? It's not my... Kevin, start the game.
Wait, what? Lego, Helium, and Metuz. What?
All right, so we put in a new... Oh, there's Kevin, yeah. Kevin's just not paying attention. T-Tours, T-Tours, T-Tours. As we put in production gating, so Kevin, the cameraman, has to ready it up. Once all the players are readied up, he has to give the go-ahead for it to start. Just make sure, like, you know, we cast all day, happens, you know, we got P or something, we leave at halftime, throw to a break, like, they won't start without us.
This Kevin guy, though.
But this Kevin guy, honestly,
report him.
Seriously.
He's coming to London. I might have to
he's got dual citizenship, you know.
Oh, yeah. I think it's like one of his parents is English, right?
Yeah, his dad. You should welcome him with a headbutt to the face. Green Street hooligan style, straight
Give him
up.
a Glasgow kiss.
Yeah.
Get headbutted, son. Right, come on, Publicler. This is your way. This is your chance back into this game. We're not sure what DenDD's T-side is going to look like. And, wow, okay, clean sweep from Publicler. They only lose 15 HP onto HS. That's one way to kick things off. I think there's a team kill in there as well. And the question is, did the law get a kill? No, he didn't.
No, I was just about to bring it up. I'm like, Maxi's like, guys, you're supposed to let me get a kill on pistol round. I've wanted 15. It's a nightmare right now for this guy. That's so sad. Oh, it's not as bad as 0-15.5 though. I once, back in the 1.6 days, someone was on our team, went 0-15 in a match, and literally we didn't see him for like a year.
Never lift it down.
Yeah, he just left, dude. So funny.
Wait, did HS just get dinked by Fates? Yeah, he did. He even turned around like, you want, mate? You want some? Very Publicler. It's doable. I'm beginning to believe.
Yeah, I mean, this T-side from DenDD could very likely just fall apart. They're starting to get ripped apart, but they have made their way up to Arch, and Robin's going to come away with a kill onto HS. That's absolutely insane. I'm not sure he spotted that man in pit, and then it may not even matter. They get another kill out in CT spawn. Now they have spotted a player into pit. Taking that battle with a Tech 9 with 2 HP is pure insanity. Although Dominate not much better off with his P90. And Fates, oh, he's going to fall to the Deagle, and not like this. Dominate's going to try to make the play. Look how low they are! 3 HP for Sipe. Ridman coming up port side. It's got to be known to Dominate right now. No reason for 2 people to be at Arch if they weren't trying to wrap it. But now time has been killed off the clock, so Sipe can try to open up this round with the mind games.
No, Dominate, don't do it. It's not B. Okay. He's just waiting. He's waiting. This will be a free plant, though, for DenDD. And surely, even though it's a FAMAS facing a P90, it's 1 bullet and Sipe is dead. He's a dead man.
Yeah, if there's a headshot, though, from Pit, this is going to be a hard angle to hit. Oh, he's way out in the open. Never mind. 4K for Dominate.
Maxi still doesn't have another kill.
Feels bad, man.
It does actually feel genuinely bad right now. Wow, he's sticking with the P90. He had the option of the FAMAS. I guess it's because he knows there's probably an eco coming, so it makes more sense to keep the P90 because he'll just rip through people. I think that's what was basically going through his mind as he looked at the FAMAS on the ground.
I think he looked at Maxi, was like, you know what? You don't have any kills. Here, try the P90. Handed it over, actually quick spot his own P90. Dominate went in for an M4A4, and Maxi's going to move off over to middle, playing arch side here with the P90. All eyes on him right now.
Come on, Maxi. I want you to go ham. Uh-oh. Quicks. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Double spray down. Hello. And meanwhile, Maxi actually has taken significant damage down to 16, so he has to relocate.
I think that reload was heard, and yeah, he was checking the ground. I was like, why is he looking at the ground? But that makes sense. He was trying to peek right over the edge of that balcony, spot someone on the floor, but instead Zenda surprises him. Now has a P90 of his own to work with, and the Law on 16 HP. It's not looking much better for him into this round. And oh, I thought that nade was going to kill him, but he's not at brackets. He's inside at single box. Oh, I love this, man. He baits him in with the USP, saying, come and get me. Pulls out the Mag 7. Nearly came away with 2 kills there, but Benji will limit him. 2-on-3 right now for DenDD.
Thing is, though, that kill on Banana, yes, he got a 1-for-1 trade, but that splits up Publiclir that much more now. So if the 2 terrorists push in, they're both healthy on HP, this effectively becomes a 2v1 for the next 2 seconds, and then a best case scenario 2 versus 2. This is how DenDD can get back into this round. They do line up for the M4. Oh, the spray's not dominate the worst possible outcome. As came to fruition, and we were talking about Maxi before.
Let's go, Maxi.
He's on 16 HP. He has to come up so big for his teammates. Fates is there as well. Not like this, Publiclir. You can't lose this way. He's going to be checking every single corner, but the Mag 7 close range is more than enough to deal with him. The P90 now is down. It's not going to happen for Maxi. DenDD have picked up a ramp. They had no right to do so.
I think they needed Maxi to go first, make a bit of noise, maybe shock and awe with that P90. Even just spray a magazine into the truck or something. Try to bait that player that was behind the single box in the back of the site to look over at Porch so that then Fates can try to clear out that stuff. But instead, Fates goes in first and, you know, he gets the shotgun to the face. So he died and then... Well, it's not been a good game for Maxi, and he was left in a 1-on-2 with 16 HP, so that was tough.
Is it possible he could end the game at like 1 for 19?
Yeah, I think it's looking pretty likely right now. Because Publiclir have gone in for a bye again, right? And money has got to be absolutely abysmal.
He got a kill!
Oh,
he
dominate.
Got a kill, boys!
And we didn't even see it.
It's a Mag 7 from the dream.
T-Tours.
Oh, okay, Publiclir, you can lose now. It's okay. 2 for 17, boys. 2 for 18, sorry.
Honestly, he's usually a pretty good player for this team, but like we mentioned, no op on the T side, that was definitely a bit of a struggle, and not that CT side really started off much better, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, we're kind of joking around, but if you're the AWP on the T side of Inferno, it is rough days for you. I mean, it's not necessarily an excuse, because a lot of AWPers make it work and wouldn't drop a score like this, but... It's getting late for the players. Maybe I'm just coming up with excuses. It's looking like this is going to be over pretty soon. There's only 3 players remain for Publiclir to try and hold on, make that 2. One of which is our personal hero, the underdog. It's Maxi.
The Law.
He is the Law. Oh, hello.
It's probably an Anthrax reference to put in there, but I don't quite remember the lyrics, so I'm going to back out of it. 16-4. Publiclir put up more rounds than the Law put up kills.
God damn. Got him.
Yeah, that was pretty wrecked. Sorry.
The Savage BM.
What did they add this bird sound on Inferno? I keep hearing it recently.
I couldn't hear it. Well, what do you even say about that Inferno performance? Like, it's not as if either team was particularly solid on it. It's just that DenDD were less bad.
Nice.
As bad as that sounds.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
honestly, the CT side from DenDD looked pretty bad, but it's kind of hard to really, or sorry, DenDD looked pretty good, but it's hard to tell how good it looked just because Publicler's T side did look pretty abysmal.
Yeah, it was. You can see the efficacy there. Benji, just a beast. 150 ADR. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, he had a good game for himself. Did miss a couple op frags, I remember, but even still was able to pull out 5-7 that one time at A, get some more kills, extend the round. Just hitting his shots all over the place. He out opt. I think it was Maxi that got his first kill at the op, then went for the repeak and was killed by Benji. I do believe 9 first kills. Did you already comment on that?
I did not, but that's also pretty sick.
Insane.
Yep.
Although, of course, most of those were on the CT side, right? They didn't really play that many terrorist rounds, but even still, drawing first blood is always going to be great.
Especially as most of them were AWP shots down mid, so he was consistently getting those picks. And I guess there's something to be said for the T's smokes and flashes actually to deter him from having those peaks. But he was just on a different level. Like we're talking about Publicler not really showing up and having a really poor T side. At the same time, though, Benji was playing like a god. So pretty much a combination of the two things, I would say.